from small dreams to big success. In a bustling modern-day Indian city, among the noisy markets and crowded streets, lived a young boy named Arav. His father was a humble fruit vendor who spent long days under the scorching sun selling fruits from his wooden cart. Life was not easy for the family. The earnings barely managed to cover the daily expenses, and dreams of a better life often seemed far out of reach. Yet Arav carried something within him that no poverty could take away: hope. From a young age, Arav loved studying. Every day, after helping his father at the stall, he would sit under a street light with his second-hand books, reading late into the night. His friends often teased him, saying, "What will these books give you? Better learn how to sell fruits like your father." But Arav never listened. In his heart, he knew education was his path to something bigger. His father, though uneducated, supported Arav's determination. Many times, he sacrificed his own meals to buy Arav notebooks or to pay his school fees. Arav could see the struggle in his father's tired eyes, the roughness of his hands, and the quiet pain of never having had the opportunity to study. This became Arav's biggest motivation. He wanted to achieve something that would make his father proud and change their lives forever. But the road was not easy. Arav often studied on an empty stomach. There were days when his father couldn't afford enough fruits to sell, and the family had to go hungry. Arav battled constant exhaustion, balancing school and work at the fruit stall. His classmate wore polished shoes, while Arav often went to school in worn-out slippers. He had no fancy bags or gadgets, just a burning desire to learn. At times, he felt discouraged, but whenever he looked at his father lifting heavy baskets of fruits with trembling hands, he found new strength. As the years passed, Arav's hard work began to show results. He consistently topped his class, surprising not just his teachers but also the entire neighborhood. People who once mocked him started respecting him. His school principal once told him, "Arav, your determination is rare. If you continue like this, nothing can stop you from achieving greatness." Those words lit a fire in Arav's heart. The turning point came when Arav was in his final year of school. A prestigious national scholarship exam was announced. Winning it meant a full scholarship for higher education, something Arav could never dream of affording otherwise. Thousands of students across the country applied, many of them from well-off families with access to tutors and resources. Arav had none of that. He only had his old books, his father's support, and his unshakable will. Every night, Arav would study until dawn, solving problems, memorizing concepts, and practicing again and again. His father, despite being exhausted after long days at the market, would stay awake just to make sure the dim lantern didn't go out. On the day of the exam, Arav went with nothing more than faith in his heart. Weeks later, when the results were announced, Arav's name was among the top rankers. He had won the scholarship. The moment he saw his name, tears rolled down his cheeks. He ran to his father, who was arranging fruits at the stall, and shouted, "Baba, I did it." His father hugged him tightly, his eyes brimming with pride. For the first time, the fruit vendor who had always struggled felt that his sacrifices had bloomed into something beautiful. With the scholarship, Arav joined one of the best colleges in the country. The journey was still not easy. Surrounded by students from rich families, he often felt out of place. They had laptops, while he borrowed books from the library. They spoke fluent English, while he struggled at first. But instead of giving up, Arav used these challenges as stepping stones. He worked harder, spent hours in the library, and practiced speaking until he gained confidence. Slowly, he began to shine again. Years later, Arav completed his education with flying colors and landed a job at a multinational company. His salary in the very first month was more than what his father earned in an entire year of selling fruits. The day he got his first paycheck, he didn't spend it on himself. Instead, he bought his father a brand new fruit shop, no longer a small cart on the street but a proper shop with a roof, shelves, and comfort. His father, who had once lived under the scorching sun and pouring rain, finally stood under a roof built by his son's hard work. Arav's story spread across the city, inspiring countless others. People began telling their children about the fruit vendor's son who reached the heights of success through sheer determination. Arav himself often visited schools and slums to share his story, telling children that no dream was too small and no background too weak to define one's future. His journey from a fruit vendor's son to a successful professional was not just about education, it was about resilience, sacrifice, and faith. He proved that even the smallest dreams, when nurtured with hard work and dedication, can turn into the biggest successes. The moral of Arav's life was simple yet powerful: never give up. Challenges will always come, people may doubt you, and circumstances may pull you down, but if you hold on to your dreams and keep walking forward, success will one day be yours. Just like Arav, who started with nothing but a dream, and turned it into a reality that inspired an entire generation.